Your mama, your mama, your mammy, your mother. You hear me? Your mother. Whenever you feel like, what could he possibly have to say to my actions? Just, I'm gonna say this, your mother. Just like that. In that tone, in that exact accent, in that exact pronunciation. Your mother. Not your mother. Not your mama. Not your mom. Not your mommy. Not your mammy. Your mother. How dare you speak in my presence? Who gave you permission? Who gave you permission to even turn music down? Turn music. Who gave you permission to speak in my presence? How dare you? You know, Thanos was right. And it was about people like you. It wasn't the snap. It was the people we lost along the way. That's what it was truly all about. I'm trying to stay on. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. I gotta find a motivation. I gotta find a motivation. Ugh. What's going on? I make code. Glad to have you here. All right. Guess I should. You're late. I don't think you're late. You know what this is interesting? Ugh. On camera now. Now I have to do. I could have quit the stream while I was still ahead. Could have. Did that. Yeah, the stream like just started. Let me actually fix the chat. I have it on top comment all. You need to stream. Why aren't you streaming? I had the fresh button. I didn't do anything. Oh. Are you just not? If I were to hit top. Yeah, you're not there. That's crazy. I think YouTube thinks you're a bot. Are you? You were a bot. You would tell me, right? I'm tired too. The grind don't stop. I'm tired. I want to sleep. I want to play Monster Hunter. I want to do everything but draw right now. I have my chat set up to top comment only. It is not showing your comments. So I was like, just had to make sure. I had to check. What was I doing before? My brain just shut down. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. I can see you because I have it set the live chat. But yeah, like, is my chat broken? Let me see. I'm right. Yep, my chat works. You're just not. YouTube just doesn't like you. Doesn't want to show your comments. That is kind of weird. Yeah, it is not want to show your comments at all. I guess it only shows the comment of like the when the channel's at the top comment and not. What's the difference between top and live chat again? Top chat. Some messages, such as potential spam, may not be visible. YouTube just called you spam. I don't know. How to oh, need to do that. It would make sense. Your Google stopped working the day on your laptop. There's a bot traffic. I'll look into that. Something you might have downloaded might. I've heard that some AI bros, or not just AI bros, but like people like hide things in software so that way they can use your computer to like help farm their generative AI. It's a whole thing. The lengths people will go to make a quick buck is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll look into that because Google's definitely like someone might be using your personal account to help with like their it's like a free data center basically, right? Using like your whatever you want to call it for free. I don't know. I don't know the technical terms for it. Whatever it is, it ain't good. I know that. Was it yours always like this? Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah. What would you be streaming if you were streaming? I'm gonna start being more loose with my. I don't really. Yeah. That in there. I want today to be a very productive stream for me. I want to get a lot done. Oh, you know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever seen a coder live stream. And if they do live stream, it's not them coding stuff. I would actually watch that. That's kind of what made me choose to live stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. Because, well, one, Twitch is like oversaturated as hell. And it's kind of like pinned into like one area. Where it's kind of like if you don't do this type of content, then you're kind of screwed. But I noticed that there wasn't a lot of people like, streaming them, doing art or things like that. And if there were people who were streaming themselves doing art, there's very few. So I was like, why don't I just start streaming myself doing art? But I've never seen, and this could be because of my algorithm. That could be the reason why. But I've never seen someone like stream themselves doing art. So that'd actually be interesting to watch. Not doing art, but like coding. Though some would argue coding is a form of art. Like, would you just be coding inside like what programs do you code in? Because I know a lot of coding varies depending on what you're doing on. They can code in like you can code in like a lot of things. You can even code it in Adobe Animate if you wanted to. So what's your choice? Like, what do you code in? A little bit of. See, I know of Python. I'm too much of a wimp to even like touch Python. Cause I heard like, oh, coding in Python is good if you want to like, work in 3D animation. It's a good asset to have. And I have dabbled in like 3D modeling and 3D animation. But I'm like, the moment I see Python, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'll stick to 2D. It's so intimidating. It's very intimidating. Maybe I'll tackle it one day when I get like the courage. But now I'm like, nah, bro, that's it's like too much time and dedication just for a skill asset. Oh, I didn't want to do that. What key is this? That's the... Turtle? I never heard of that one before. The most coding I do is copy and pasting code from wherever I see it and pasting it somewhere so I can get a certain thing to work the way I want it to. I want a sandwich. No, I already ate. I ate some sushi before this. I don't think you can even make a good sandwich, Poco. You don't give me like if you were asking me like you don't give me I make good sandwich vibes, you know? Like I feel like the sandwich you would give me would have either too much condiments on it. It would probably be soggy. Meat probably smell weird. Lettuce be kind of dry. No salt or pepper on it. It's just a meat. Maybe maybe a cheese. Maybe a cheese. And then an abundance of condiment. Only this iceberg left. I think I was awakened to the world of butter lettuce a couple years ago, and I have not looked back since. Butter lettuce is the perfect lettuce for sandwiches. Iceberg sandwiches, iceberg lettuce is it's all right. I don't think I have any strong opinions about it because I don't think I've ever like. Lettuce is one of those things where you don't eat it for taste, you eat it for texture. The lettuce doesn't really give you. You don't really get anything from lettuce, you know? Like, I never went like, oh, this lettuce tastes nasty. Only people who don't like lettuce on like their sandwiches are people who just hate green things, you know? I never understood that, but like, lettuce doesn't have an offensive taste to not like it on your sandwiches. The most complaints I get is too much seasoning and not enough condiments. What kind of seasonings do you put on your sandwich? I can just do that. Let's do that. To me, raw onions are kind of like whatever I'm eating them with depends very much so on if I'm going to enjoy the onions or not. Apparently, too much of what though? Like, what kind of like how much of what do you put on your sandwiches? Like, do you put like oregano? Like what? What do you put on there? Seasoning salt. See, I don't. When it comes to like, if I'm cooking, I try to avoid at all costs the the all-in-one seasonings, because you can't really control how much of what you get, you know? Like, for example, most of the things high seasoning salt you can buy separately. You know, obviously the salt and whatever season they put inside the salt. And you can just, then you can control how much of whatever you want in there. I feel like with seasoning salt, you're kind of like throwing it to the wind and hoping, you know, you don't get like an overpowering flavor or whatever. I never put vinegar. I've had vinegar on my sandwiches from if I get it made for me. But when I do make my own sandwiches, I do use olive oil. I use olive oil. I don't use Himalayan salt. I use just normal flaky salt. Pepper. Oregano. To me, the perfect sandwich is actually from a Sonic the Hedgehog cookbook I got. It's like the Eggman sandwich. You get like it's mostly pork that's on there. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know how to spell Himalayan to begin with, so I believe that's how it was spelled. I would not have corrected you. Dun, 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 dun. You don't consider it seasoned enough that if you can still see the food. Poco. Sandwiches don't have a lot of ingredients on there. You're also not awakening any. I feel like if you cover the entire whatever meat you have on there with seasoning salt, that is too much seasoning. Cause think about the density of like the piece of meat. Lunch meat is not thick. It's very thin. If you're covering a thin piece of meat, or how many pieces of meat you have with just entire things of seasoning, that is too much seasoning. That's not a hot take. Jersey Mike is delicious. People who don't like Jersey Mike's like Subway. And that's enough for me not to trust them. Because Subway is disgusting. Subway is disgusting. Subway is nasty. Subway's bread cannot legally be defined as bread. I grew up in New Jersey where I had Wawa almost once a week. I would get like the hoagies from Wawa every time. I remember the Hoagie Fest where hoagies were like cheaper. Like you get like all these different combinations. And I've been to Philadelphia. I've had like the cheap New Jersey, Philly, that whole area is very sandwich focused. We focus mostly on our sandwiches. So there's no Subways out there, and there wasn't around me. It wasn't until I left New Jersey that I had Subway for the first time. I was like, yo, this is nasty. Why would you want this? He was like, oh, bro, but you make it yourself. You don't like the sandwich, no, because you messed up, bro. I make sandwiches for myself all the time. It's the ingredients they're not working. They're not. It's disgusting. It's not good. People who like Subway, I truly feel like, have never had an actual good sandwich in their entire life. Hot take? I don't think so. I think that's the truth. Code, I'm telling you, that's the truth. Subway is nasty. Jersey Mike's though. Jersey Mike's is pretty good. if someone came up to me and was like, "Yo, Dirty Mac is nasty," I just wouldn't like trust them. I'm like, "Oh, I'm never coming to your house to cook like to eat ever," because apparently your taste buds are like was broken. Why did I say hot? I got what you meant. Hot take. Hot take. Have I ever seen murder drones? No. I have not seen murder drones. I know it's like, oh crap. I know it was like one of Glitch's earlier animated um shows. I was told to check it out. I do know it's ended already. So I will check it out. I actually am kind of interested in it. I should do a stream and watch it. I won't watch it on stream because I don't like to react to things on stream. I like to give the original creator all the views, even if it's like a little bit of views. You know, even if I get like 3 people join the stream of me watching it, I do. I feel like those 3 people should watch the other video. I mean, maybe they've seen it before. I don't know, but I shouldn't have did that. I need that there actually. But I do like to try to have people watch the original. But I would do a stream of me talking about like, hey, I'm watching Murder Drones, and this is what I think so far. I'm not against like topic videos or anything like that. Was this always this dark gray? Close enough. I should check out Murder Drones though. I should. I've been kind of like being lazy about it. I'm very late. I just today started watching season 3 of Spy X Family, and that's a show I actively keep up with. I'm very slow on like actually watching things. Wait a minute. Can't remember. You're the one who told me to watch Murder Drones. You didn't even get past like the first couple of episodes. How many episodes of Murder Jones is there? Like, how many episodes are there? Come on, only reference of like Glitch, and its animated project is Digital Circus, and that one only has like what 9 episodes being made. So I don't know like how many episodes is Murder Drones. There's only 8. Huh. I don't know why I thought there was going to be more. So what I'm getting is that glitch shows don't really they don't have a really long run. So like, huh? Okay. When did Murder Drone start? Like, what was like when did it like like the first episode and all that? Oh, 2021. Okay, that's about like what the same lifespan as Digital Circus. Oh, okay. Meta Runner was the other one. Is Meta Runner good? My only reference is that the characters in it are from like a Super Mario Brothers meme parody. That's my frame of reference. Yeah. What to do? Hey, what's going on, dumb sock? Do I stop watching because I decided to research the entirety of Gumball? Oh, rewatch. Okay, yeah. The Amazing World of Gumball is top tier animated show. Like, if there's a show that I could like genuinely sit down and watch forever, it's Amazing World of Gumball. Hot take. Actually, this is not a hot take. I lie, it's not a hot take. The Amazing World of Gumball is to this generation what SpongeBob was to millennials. I think see this one through 3 of SpongeBob, what the millennials went through is the equivalent of like Gumball. But in my opinion, Gumball gets better with time. Ew, who is that? Grinch is a very handsome man, I have you know. Wait, me? I'm a what? I look good. What? Ew. I am peak perfection. Shown in its you might not like it, but this is peak male performance right here. The MD, the original community, has been in a kind of civil war ever since the show ended because I want. What does the creator want a season 2? It's one of those things where it's kind of like it's one of these where it's kind of like it's like Gravity Falls, where Gravity Falls kind of like my glasses are great. Gravity Falls like had 2 seasons, and that's all the creator wanted. There was no more to be made, so making more would literally just be making more just to make more. If the creator doesn't want there to be like another season of Murder Drones, probably because they don't want another season. Obviously, Glitch isn't against giving shows multiple seasons if they gave whatever what's it called again, Meta Runner 2 seasons. Creator posted a video a month before. Oh, that's nice. Honestly, the creator probably is just doing their own thing. Either they're doing their own thing or they are currently perhaps working on their next show. He is. What show is he working on? Is it unannounced or is it like yeah, he might be doing storyboards for probably what's it called? Digital Circus. Yeah, YouTube thinks Code's a bot. Uh, what game is this from? I think it's CD, but I can't be sure. Maybe Sonic R? Uh, a lot of shows. Liam Vickers. Let me look up his name. I've never. I know who this is. I've watched one of their pilots. Which pilot was it? Cliffside. I watched their Cliffside pilot. I did not know they were the same person. Hey, if they're still working at Glitch Studio, and Glitch Studio has been shown that they're willing to work on 2D animated stuff. Maybe do a season of Cliffside there. Creepypasta marathon earlier. I have I have not engaged with creepypastas in like a long time. When I was a kid, the scariest creepypasta was like Tails Doll. That was like you couldn't get any scarier than Tails Doll. Now Tails Doll's kind of like Child's Play. Please read Ted the Caver. It's actually amazing. Let me look at this. Maybe not now. I don't want to. I won't read it right now. I got a DM. I got a D. Does anyone else have DeviantArt? Some of y'all might be too young for DeviantArt. Some of y'all might be too young for DeviantArt. But when I was a kid, DeviantArt was the place to go to post all your stuff. And I get like weird requests on DeviantArt. People be like, "Oh, you should do this or do that." It's like, who the hell? There was somebody who asked me to basically make like. They said, "Do you do requests?" And you know, whenever someone asks you, do you request? It usually means, can you do a free commission? And I was like, it depends. If it was a good idea, I'll just draw it for myself. But like, if it's like, you know, something crazy, I won't do it. And this person DM'd me, and they basically asked. I think this was like during the time when I posted my Knuckles and Rouge illustration. And they were basically asking me like, hey, could I draw like Dommy, Mommy, Rouge fetish stuff where her dominating Knuckles? I was like, I didn't know how to react. I don't even remember what I said as a response. But I think I just kind of stared at my phone and I was like, yo, what is Blood talking about? I was just like, the amount of like, the lack of to me, it's a lack of respect. The amount the amount of disrespect you need to have for your fellow man, and go like, yeah, can you draw me Tommy Mommy Rouge? And I was like, yo, what? I don't think I gave them my answer. I think I just kind of let them on red, because I was like, yo, I don't know how I could possibly say no to this other than like, without, I couldn't say no to it without sounding rude. And to be fair, I should have been rude. Why the hell are you asking me that? But like, I left them on res. Yeah, I'm leading this over here. And I think I have not been back to DeviantArt since. Like, I've been like, yeah, DeviantArt is not for me. But yeah, you're right, Poco. DeviantArt is filled with strange people. The creator of Slenderman fan game made multiple Powerpuff Girls creepypasta. I don't know why, but that makes sense. Your Android, that's a... Your Android charger almost exploded, like damn there. You want me to find where the Rouge the Bat guy lives? Because that's a good idea. I should go talk to the person who's bold enough to ask a complete stranger, can you draw me Mommy, Dommy, Rouge the Bat fetish art? Because somehow that's in my best interest. Absolutely not. I'm not. No, they're insane. They don't care. You think people like that care? They don't care. He's probably, yeah, come fight me. He probably like it. There are certain things you gotta let go. And there's one thing I've learned over the years. Speaking as a former crash out. Alright, former's kind of. Speaking as somebody who is better at not crashing out. I've learned over the years, you know, that there are some things not worth crashing out about. Just simply not, you know. I believe that you see some interesting Murder Jones fan art. I can believe that. I was on Newgrounds yesterday or today. It might have been yesterday. It was yesterday. And I saw like some Monster Hunter art. And like I was looking at it, I'm like, this is how I knew that like something's wrong with the world, right? Something's wrong with the world. Like genuinely, Zamasu was right. Zamasu was kind of right. Zamasu was right. All right. Thanos was right. Who else wants to like destroy the entire world or the human race? I don't know. List whatever villains you want. They're right. And what brought me to that conclusion was I don't know if any of you have ever played Monster Hunter, right? But in Monster Hunter, you have like these little cat allies called like the Palicos. And someone drew fan art of the Palicos, but it was like fan art of like the variety that brings shame upon you and your family. And I was sitting there and I was like, I've never in my life looked at a Palico and gone, yeah, that's some fine shit. That's what I knew. Okay. There might be some people that might need to be eradicated from this planet. There might need to be some. How do you look at a Palico? A cat. It's literally a cat. It's a cat. It's literally it's literally a cat. And go, ooh, I'm finna act up. You should be locked up, sir. No, you should be locked away. Throw away the key. Which is worse? DeviantArt, hands down. Hands down, DeviantArt's worse. I say DeviantArt because I feel like with Reddit, you can kind of curate what you see. While on DeviantArt, it's like, it doesn't care. You're being shown everything, unprovoked. You know? You can only see certain things. You can see horrible takes on certain subreddits. And some subreddits are entirely nothing but bad take. But you can just avoid those subreddits. On DeviantArt, it's literally unavoidable. It doesn't matter. If you open, I guarantee you, if I open up DeviantArt right now, I'm gonna regret it within like the next 10 seconds. You can guarantee it. Oh, see, I don't. QR code thing is a good idea. I don't do QR codes because I personally, if I wouldn't personally do something, I don't do it. Because I think about when it comes to marketing and all that, I think about if I would do something or I wouldn't do something, is it worth, whatever. I don't scan QR codes because I don't trust QR codes. So that's why I personally don't do it. But I know people who do use QR codes. Most of the time they do that, it's like on like you said, a business card. Like I would trust a QR code on a business card is more trustworthy, or a QR code on a portfolio website. Those ones are more trustworthy than just a QR code in somebody's bio or in somebody's link tree. And frankly, I'm tired of QR codes. I'm sick and tired of them. Give me the goddamn menu. Stop making me scan to see what you have at stock at the restaurant, brother. Like I'm here. The food's I know the food's here somewhere. Just give me the damn menu. Down, down. here. Furfinity is definitely worse. Furfinity is definitely worse. And I'm not saying that because it's full of furries. That's not. Furfinity, in my opinion, is the worst out of like DeviantArt because you can get more of what I just described earlier on First of all, I love Pokemon. I love Pokemon. There's never been a moment in time where I was like, that Pokemon looking kind of delectable right now. And I feel like I'm more likely to run into that on Furfinity than I am on like... Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying, alright? I'm just saying, alright, look here. I'm gonna pull the I have friends card. I have friends who are furries. I can't be... But no, I know people who are furries. The Pokemon furry stuff is what makes me go, okay, I gotta draw a line here. I'll allow someone to defend Lola Bunny, even Judy Hopps, you know? I'll allow someone to defend Sonic characters or whatever, like the Star Fox cast, all that. You cannot defend the Pokemon. You can't, because Pokemon are wild animals. And they're not like Bugs Bunny wild animals where they're wild animals, but they live in a hole in the ground and they got like furniture and they take showers and brush their teeth. No, Pokemon are literally just animals. A Gardevoir doesn't shower. A Gardevoir sits in the woods stanking, you know, got ticks on it, you know, probably eats fleas off its brethren, you know, like give it a buck. Gardevoirs don't live in the city. They live in the woods. They live in the woods where they're dirty. They're filthy. They're animals. They're animals. Okay, Pokemon are animals. So whenever I see somebody like, oh, a Gardevoir or a Lopunny, like, bro, that's an animal. That's literally just an animal. No, you don't get it. I do get it. I do get it. And that's an animal. And then people quote like the Joker, like, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. You know, there are laws against the Pokemon. You know, like the Pokemon are animals. And there's laws in our world against the animals. So, by proxy, yes, there are laws against the Pokemon, Batman. And you pulling out that one sketch does not make you clever. Makes you, makes you, what? I don't know. A hack. Makes you a hack. I've heard it before. We've all heard it before, okay? We've heard the same joke for years. We get it. No laws against the Pokemon. No, it's not funny. All right, you need help. You need... Which is worse? Ooh. I feel like Pokemon, simply because it's had that much more years of people, you know, just making this stuff, you know? Power World is too new, and even though there's like millions of people playing it, or millions of people who are familiar with it, there's not enough people who are gooning to the pals in Power World. There's not enough. While in Pokemon, in all 7 continents, that includes Antarctica. There's someone in Antarctica right now gooning to Pokemon, I guarantee it. In every continent on this planet, someone's gooning to Pokemon. They just are. Also, I feel like a lot of people who are just like average gamers like Power World for different reasons than people who like Pokemon. Pokemon's kind of like a cult, and because of that, like, there's loyalty to the brand. Well, I feel like Power World has a lot more casual audience because one, it is still new, it's still relatively new, but also because like it's more because the only way to play Pokemon like legitimately is to own like a Nintendo console. And Nintendo, while it is like the family-friendly console, and like mostly everyone has like some kind of like Nintendo console in their household, or had one at some one point in time. I feel like more casual gamers nowadays own a PlayStation 5. The ball and gun gamers. I made a Merge Jones version of Oregon Trail. Like the video game Oregon Trail, or like the historical event Oregon Trail, which, you know, the video game is based off of. I like how we brought up furries the moment I'm drawing like the buff wolf guy. Excellent timing. See here, what am I drawing? I'm drawing. Also, I feel like Pokemon fans are just more toxic in general. They're the only fans who will get mad if you tell them they deserve a better game. You deserve better games. They lose their mind. Just straight up self-destruct mode. I am happy with the bare minimum. How dare you? How dare you? That's how they act. I don't know. My face kind of itchy. Close enough. What the hell? At the DeviantArt, I found some cool flags on there, but other than that, the platform just like country flags or like cultural flags. But I would argue you get the same type of experience on Tumblr. Does anyone still use Tumblr? Like actively? Like alternative history. So it was like flags with like kind of like flags having fan fiction is kind of crazy. I never thought about that before. Flags having fan fiction. I remember there used to be like a comic, like an online comic that was like all like the countries represented by like these little balls, and these balls where like the country's flag was inside them, represent like the country itself. The country balls. I don't know why did you type S? I don't. I don't know why you typed S. What's this called? Yeah, it's not labeled the same thing. Where does it go? Right there. Okay, say less. I never thought about the fandom before. I guess, what's the fandom like? I would assume it's like filled with a whole bunch of nationalists. I don't know. I don't know who else would fit like for like the country ball demographic other than a whole bunch of nationalists. My country's better. No, my country's better. Yeah, I feel like they would have to be taxed. I feel like to be a fan of country balls, you automatically have to be radical, because isn't like the whole entire point of like country balls is to like parody other countries? Because at that point, what is the nationality of like the creator? Like, what country are they from? Is it propaganda? Do they have a bias? You gotta think about these things. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, the creator of country balls, where are they from? It might be propaganda. We don't know. It might just seem like memes. But what country do they like depict as the good guys, and which one's the bad guy? Could be Russia propaganda. I jest. I'm gonna picture some guy in the dungeon. Putin's like walking down the stairs. We need new country ball comics immediately. But boss, I'm tired. We need new country balls. Okay, okay. That is odd. Winkle Park. What is it? I genuinely do want to know like what the fandom was like for Country Wars. And that is like a genuine like who are these people? I will say they have some things called mapping videos, which are fictional IRL wars on a world map with like army sizes. Other than that, I don't know what. That is odd. Why would somebody make that? Da, 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 da. I did the eyebrows too? No. This has added more work. Da, da, da. Outside my eyes. What is the worst fandom to exist in general? The worst fandom to exist. That's a good question. Who is the worst fandom? In what aspect? In what aspect? Like, are we looking at cringe, toxic, or like what? Because there's tiers to this. There's levels to this shit. Okay, we have to. If it's toxic, 110%. No if, and, or buts about it. Steven Universe. Steven Universe. Steven Universe is the #1 toxic fandom. And all right. Actually, no, it's not. It's not Steven Universe. The toxic fandom of all time, The Loud House. The Loud House. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The Loud House is the worst fandom of all time. The Loud House is the worst fandom of all time. There's not a single Loud House fan who's normal or okay in the slightest. They're all cooked. Their childhood has been robbed from them. If you interact with a Loud House fan, first of all, I've never heard someone say out loud, I'm a Loud House fan. Never heard it. You might like the show. It's not a bad show. But I've never heard someone say openly, yeah, I'm a Loud House. I'm a Loud House fan. Never hear. You know why? Because they're deranged. They hide in the shadows, and when they come out, it's always like some weird. Loud House. Not even debatable. Loud House has the worst fandom. Yo, literally code the same thing. I was like, I'm thinking about like if I with all my years on the internet. And just being engrossed in these fandoms, which one can I think of? And I'm like going through all the horrible experiences I've ever had the misfortune of coming across, and Loud House is #1 because they have whatever fandom that's toxic, they have all of it. For example, the Steven Universe fandom is toxic from just how they treat the people. I guess like they did dox that one. They didn't dox him. They might have. That one kid who accidentally that spoiled an episode, and he was like a Make-A-Wish kid. Dandy's World. I don't know what Forsaken is, Poco. Look up Dandy's World. I don't know what Dandy's World is. Look that up. Dandy's World. Oh, it's a Roblox horror. Or first of all. Get one thing. Let's go one thing either way. If it's on Roblox, it's automatically toxic. It just is. Roblox is such a toxic platform. Roblox is one of those things to where I have younger cousins who play on Roblox, and I hate them playing on Roblox. Like, Roblox is just not like. Roblox is what parents think the internet was in the early 2000s. Like, every complaint parents had about the internet in like the early 2000s and late 90s, Roblox is all of that and more. Yeah. It's not just the community. It's not code. It's not even just the community. It's literally the people in charge. Because how do you have an account and you're like, you're a weirdo and you get caught 3 times, you still have an account? That's weird to me. How do you get caught 3 times? 3 times! You got caught 3 times and you're Still having that's weird. How does that happen? That doesn't happen. And then they ban the people who are, catching these people. They ban them. Not only do they ban them, they IP ban them. Like they can't create a separate account, whatever. And they followed the guidelines. They reported it to whatever thing they had going on. They reported it. Nothing's ever said. Yeah, free schlep, 110%. I was baffled when I watched that video, but at the same time, I wasn't. Like I was like, oh my gosh. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense because this is how, And the only reason I can say as to why they did what they did, because he was doing them a favor. He was doing them a favor by catching these people, and them doing what they did to him, banning him, and then threatening with him. Like, didn't they threaten him with like a lawsuit? I'm like, you look guilty. You look really goddamn guilty. That's why I think the only reason they could potentially be upset, and this is a theory. All right, so don't sue me, Roblox. This is a theory. I had no evidence, and this is my crazy crockpot theory. I'm not saying it's real. Only reason I can see someone doing that is if they like the current environment. Could you imagine if, like, let's say you're at, let's say you go to school somewhere. You go to school, right? You go to school, and there's a student in the school who, the school has a bullying problem, a really bad bullying problem. And there's somebody in the school who goes out of their way to go to the directors of the school, right? They go to the directors of the school and they talk to them directly. But at the same time, they report to their teachers, they report to their principal, and they report to the guidance counselor. So they do everything they're supposed to do, but they also go the extra mile to make sure something else actually gets done. Right? And let's not forget it. They report these things as they're happening. They still have to record the video, make the video, edit the video, create scenarios so where they can catch these people and put them in jail. That takes weeks of investigation. Roblox has most of this stuff early on, so they have time. It's not like, oh, you get no time to do it. They have plenty of time. So the student does everything, and then that student gets expelled by the principal. Why would the principal ban the student? They made the school safer and bully free for the rest of the students. The only reason why you would ban that student is if you like the current environment of the bullying. There's no other reason why you would do it. So I do think that, because like the CEO of Roblox was on a live stream talking about how they want to add gambling to Roblox to teach the kids a lesson, to make it safe for them. That's weird. Why would you do that? So they want to add Roblox to gambling, and they also were talking about adding like a Tinder type of thing with Roblox. Like they want to add like a dating service. So I mean, yo, I'm telling you, man. Give it like give it a couple of years. Give it a couple of years. I guarantee you, there's gonna be a Netflix special called like exposing the Roblox, or like the bucks behind the Roblox, or something like that. And they're going to expose everything, because there's no way. Because the CEO, again, on podcast, talking about wanting to add gambling so kids can learn how to gamble responsibly. First of all, you can't gamble responsibly. The whole point of gambling is to risk it all. You can't gamble responsibly. And even if you could, you shouldn't expose children to it. And the whole dating thing, like, I don't understand why you would add dating sim to. That's the craziest part to me. Is the dating sim. The shield become a predator catcher was because she was groomed. Yeah, that's the whole reason why Slap is what he is. Damn. One Piece season 1 is about to end. Do people think that's real? I saw someone on Instagram say One Piece season 1 just ended. No, season 1 has been ended. I don't know why people think all this One Piece thing is one season. You're probably joking. But there are people out there right now who genuinely think this has only been one season. No, brother, it's been multiple seasons. Every new anime opening is a new season. One worker openly goons the furry art. I think he was a high. All right, him gooning the furry art is not the problem. You knowing he goons the furry art is the problem, because why does he expose that? That's the issue itself. If he wants to do that in his own free time, whatever. You know, do what you gotta do. But the fact that I know that you do it is the problem. Yeah, it is capitalism. Capitalism. That reminds me of that one short. What's his name? There's a YouTuber. I think his name is Chucklebones. It's like that that Homelander parody. Capitalism. The way he says it, just every time I hear that, I just crack up. I don't know why. The way he said it, it's like funny as hell to me. Capitalism. Dude. Chucklebone is funny as hell. I envy how quickly they can just make those animated videos. I don't know. Did they have like a team or like what? Because I might go all those we get all like those animated shorts. Has to be crazy amounts of work. Like they must not sleep ever. Ooh. Buddha. Buddha. No, I don't want. Oh man. There we go. Trying to do stuff on Scratch, but I still want to focus on the web development. I could be focusing with the. Might be confusing with another channel. When you say do stuff by scratch, what do you mean? Like more coding stuff? Oh, a Scratch OC. You did like a rough animation. I don't want to say a Scratch OC, a Scratch of your OC. Where did you owner of Scratch account is still, I don't know what Scratch is, but I'll be honest with you, Poker, I have no clue what that is. Teleportation, yeah. Zooming about that. Even yourself. Yeah, I don't know what Scratch is. While the Maxwell the Cat song played, huh? I don't know. I never heard that song before. Oh, that's what Scratch is. I've never heard of Scratch in my entire life. It's never come up. Oh, time for new music. My music just ended. Yeah, I never. Yeah, it's never come up in conversation like Scratch. Scratch.com is probably what it's called. Hold up now. I want to try some different music. Let's try relaxing fishing music. I don't know. I see Big the Cat. I click. Wait, so when you code in animation, how does that work exactly? I've never, obviously, I never had to do that before. Is it like, actually, I don't even have like a point of reference. I've never seen like coding animated anything before. I was going to be like, is it like something, but I don't have whatever that something would be as a reference. Rebel alert. Rebelling in HTML in the same sentence is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Sounds like the opposite of rebelling, but I get that. I gotta see now I gotta look this up. Scratch. Never heard. Hey, this is new to me. I got a hair in my eye. Scratch MIT.edu. Oh, there's some stuff on here. Okay. Bite me. You're gonna learn how to use H, Or teach everybody here how to use Scratch. Bite me. I want to learn HTML. I need to get some eye drops. I really got something in my eye just sitting there bothering me. All right, I'm gonna get some eye drops. I'm gonna put some eye drops in my eye. I'll be right back. I won't be going long, so I'm not gonna put the right back screen on. I lied. I got the snack too. Or anything just came to my mind HTML right now. Coding is a useful asset, I will say that. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry late Christmas to you too. Are you late or are you saying it early for next year? Think about that. Whenever I see somebody's a happy birthday to them late, you missed it. I didn't miss it. I said it early for next year. You got some eye drops? Oh, yeah, sure. I don't know what to tell. Let's do that. 107 minutes ago. What? What's that referring to? Oh, that's when the stream started. That's true. Oh, that reminds me. I don't want to chew and talk at the same time. Okay. One more bite. One more bite. And then I'll say what I gotta say. Okay. What are you ready to say again? Oh yeah. What was you saying? Oh yeah. The point of the sub goal down there. No bites. No bites. Water. Get water. The sub goal. I should probably have something in like the banner below describing this, but it's too long to like describe. And like, who reads the bottom anyway? Who reads it? I don't read the bottom. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. Hold up. We got homophobic chicken, homophobic sauce flavor. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. I have to get that. What? When did they make this? When was this announced? This was announced when? This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is capitalism. Oh, they announced this back in August. I did not know this. Chick-fil-A has several new menu items introducing coming August 18th to restaurants nationwide. I've been to Chick-fil-A since August, and I've not seen this on on the menu. Chick-fil-A first introduced waffle potato chips in 2017 as a catering option. Oh, the catering thing. 2018, the chain expanded the snacks to menus and restaurants. I have not seen this. I have not seen these anywhere. The introduction marks the first sauce-flavored waffle chips, as well as a refreshed recipe for the original chips, according to the company. I remember them talking about how they revised like the recipe for like their French fries. I didn't mention them. I didn't hear them mention anything about like the chips though. Chick-fil-A is just a handful of restaurant companies that have introduced branded potato chips, joining Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings has chips. Panera, I know about Panera. Hooters, who's buying Hooter chips, and Jimmy John's. I know Jimmy John's has some chips, yeah. Snacks in general are booming in a restaurant space as they provide an opportunity for both incremental sales and guest frequency. All right. Somebody needs to expose themselves. Who's out here buying the goddamn Hooters potato chips? You buy them at Publix. There's a Publix down the street from me. There's a Publix down the street from me. I might check that out. Chick-fil-A sauce is terrible. You're bugging. You're tripping. That's. I've heard bad takes. That is actually a bad take. That's actually a bad take. Of course, it was terrible. There was never a moment I saw a trailer of that movie and went, "This is going to be the shit." There was never a moment. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. There was never a moment, a trailer, a teaser, an ad, a Instagram reel, an ad through a famous person talking about it or a review. There's been nothing I've seen of this movie that made me go, I'm gonna spend $12 to see this. Not once. Did not happen. Did not happen. You know, I respect the people who worked in the movie. You know, it has some great storyboard artists on there. You know, great cast performances. Except for some reason they recasted the Flying Dutchman with the celebrity. Which one of my biggest praises of the SpongeBob movie was that they never really placed any of the main cast or supporting characters with famous actors. They would just introduce new characters to play the famous, or the famous actors to play. Like how Mindy was played by Scarlett Johansson in the movie. Or like Dennis was played by Alec Baldwin. You know? So I kind of am just kind of disappointed, but that also kind of shows further proof that SpongeBob is becoming more Hollywood. I mean, it's always been Hollywood. It's becoming more Hollywood as the years go by. I don't know the name of the actor who plays the Flying Dutchman in the movie, but I do know when I heard it, I was like, that is not the voice of the Flying Dutchman. And he just recently played him too in the newest SpongeBob video game. But yeah, the SpongeBob movie was like I don't know. Here's my question: who goes to watch these SpongeBob movies still? Genuine question. I mean, obviously you saw it, but better question: why did you see it? That is really. I'm code. Literally, I never have live chat on. I never have live chat. I always have top chat on. So if you were talking in stream, I literally never see it. And the only reason why I turned on live chat today, I was like, oh, why not? I'll just do it. Who cares? I never really thought about it, but I flick because I have the chat on screen. which I just started doing last stream. So it's kind of like, okay, me having this on tells me maybe I missed something. What if it doesn't pick something up? And that's the only reason why I added it. You only saw the Plankton movie, yo, bro. Why do you always see the worst of everything? Why? Also, the Plankton movie, bro. Who's? Come on now, the Plankton movie. Who out here gassing up the Plankton movie? Now, I might sound biased. In my opinion, the best SpongeBob movie to date is the first one. And I feel like that is because the first one was supposed to be literally the end of SpongeBob. Like, it was a conclusion to the series. I heard the newest season of Stranger Things was kind of booty cheeks. I heard it was a hot sock, a fart knuckle with a side of, camel. I can't finish that sentence. But camel, I'll say camel dookie. Yeah, you're right, camel dookie. Who said that? I have no clue because I don't watch Stranger Things. I just saw it like a comment in passing. I was like, oh, okay, that's unfortunate. You just said earlier in the stream that you weren't a crash out. Did you earlier you said you weren't a crash out, now you're crashing out. Currently, right now. Fingers was crossed. I don't know. I just heard it was wasn't as good as the previous seasons. But then again, I don't know how good the previous seasons were because I never watched Stranger Things. That pun was totally wicked. Millie Bobby Brown's a meme again. Millie Bobby. Everything I know about Millie Bobby Brown is for all the wrong reasons. Everything I know about that little girl. I guess she's an adult now. Everything I know about that I almost said little girl again. Everything I know about that person, that woman, that lady, has been against my will. Everything, and most of it's been bad. You know, most of it's been like, oh, she's a victim. She's a victim. You know, my first exposure to Millie Bobby Brown, well, besides the Godzilla King of Monsters movie, was that her in that movie? Am I gonna bring the Grinch back on? Why the hell would I bring the Grinch back on the stream? First of all, y'all called him slurs. All right, y'all bullied the hell out of him. Why on earth would I bring him back? And now people see any picture of her in public, they will take the nearest red item and draw blood dripping from. Oh my god! I'm assuming that happens in the show, but that is kind of morbid. This. Oh gosh. Damn it. Close up these holes. Hey, what's going on, Sugar? That's a weird thing to say out loud. What are you using for art? Like what program am I drawing in? What does it mean last year because she eats carrots straight out the oh yeah, the dirtier the better. That's Millie Bobby Brown. The dirtier the better. That's her. I guess I just never really. I guess because I've seen her grow up like a little kid, and I never really like kept track of her because I don't watch Stranger Things. That when she grew up, I just didn't recognize her anymore. The dirtier, the better. They called her Walls and Gromit. Dirtier, the better. Oh, they hold her. They hold her. The dirtier, the better. Oh, the app. I'm using Storyboard Pro. It is a storyboard software made. I hate saying this word. Specific, spe- specifically for storyboarding. Oh damn it! Yeah, Storyboard Pro is it's not cheap though. I get it for free because my school has like a subscription. My art school I go to, because usually it's like what 50, $60 a month, I think. I'm a well, what are you doing? Storyboard Pro is I think it's that if you do like the year subscription. I think Storyboard Pro if you do it monthly is like 40. Let me check actually. Storyboard Pro. How much is this? It's probably gone up, if I'm being honest, because everything's going up a goddamn price. I'm using which am I? I'm using Storyboard what? Storyboard 22. I'm not even using like the newest one, Storyboard 25. I'm using Storyboard. God damn! $87 a month. So no, no, I don't remember it being that much. Yeah, I'm using Storyboard Pro 22. I should probably update it. I mean, they got a 1 month free trial. Get a lot of shit done in 1 month, and you're good. Yes, I'm looking at it right now. 87 USD a month, and that's not including taxes. And then yeah, for the annual building, $752. This will be a hell no for me. It used to be that you could, like for example, I bought Toon Boom Harmony 17. I don't know what it is. I bought that one when it was like 2,000 something dollars. Probably more. But I permanently have animation software that I can use for my personal self, and they can't take it away from me. Epic fan art. That's nice. Thank you. That reminds me, everyone, join the Discord below. Link below. Join the Discord. You can post your art, share your art, other people, the community, all that stuff like that. Also, the Discord will be important for this thing. I'm about to say it right now. I probably should have been saying this way earlier in the stream. I'm saying it now. Who cares? Also, make sure you like. You're already commenting, but like and subscribe. But like, but I was saying, as you can see at the bottom, we have a subscription goal on YouTube where it's currently live, so the numbers will go up in live time. I know you do that. I'm saying it for people who watch, because some people watch these live streams after I already posted them. So I'm saying it for the people who come this far into the video, or I guess the VOD. Do I call it VOD? Whatever. I can't use. I got hacked and IP banned by a terrorist group called Set. That might explain why you're hitting on YouTube. That might explain why you're hitting on YouTube. So I'll be honest with you, but I'm some kids are always and I always come. Oh, look at hey, be like sugar. All everyone be like sugar. But what I'm doing is to celebrate reaching 1,000. If you see the bottom of the screen down here, where you see Sonic and Shadow running, I plan on adding more running animations down there of like people running. I like the way my background works, where it's like a constantly moving thing. I like it. All right, I like it. I don't want to change it. But what I want to do is I want to have more people down there running, either running along Sonic and Shadow or replacing Sonic and Shadow. And the way I want to do that is on Twitch, it's called subbing. You sub, you give a creator how many dollars a month, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. On YouTube, it's called memberships. But I want the first 1,000 people who help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and they have to be a part of the Discord community for this to work. They're gonna be in the Discord, and I'll do like a raffle, and 10 people who subscribe within those 100, not 100, those 1,000 people, and also join the Discord, we put into a raffle, and 10 of those people will be drawn from like a hat or whatever, and I'll draw those 10 OCs running, or not draw, but I'll animate. I guess that's the same thing. I'll animate them running at the bottom of the screen, so they'll be down there. So that's the sub goal. The sub goal is animating your OC or whatever creator, not creator, I guess whatever caricature you got of yourself or something like that. And I would just put at the bottom of the screen to replace Sonic and Shadow. Hello, blah. But yeah, that's the 1,000 subscriber goal count. Where was I? I need to get up and close and personal with this and get back to drawing. But I do want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year. I'm hoping I'll reach 1,000 subs by the end of next year. I just need to figure out what I can do to make sure I get 1,000 subscribers by next year. Get that in. There we go. And hopefully we all hit. We got a new subscriber. I keep forgetting to add the horn. I don't have the horn. I'm supposed to have a horn. I'll play a horn noise. Hold up. Play a horn noise. All right, hold up. That's the wrong damn horn. Hold up, that's not the horn I wanted to play. That's the wrong horn. That's the wrong horn. This is the horn I want to play. It's the wrong horn again. That's the wrong horn. I'm trying to play the SpongeBob, like his alarm. This one. I want to play. No, wait. This one. I don't want to play this one. That one. I want to play that one. I want to play that one. I want to play that one. I need to create a soundboard though. I don't have a soundboard ready. But thank you. 211 subscribers. Oh my god. You're right. I need to get drawing. Get drawing. Windows 3. I've heard like Windows. I've heard the SpongeBob horn. I've heard to do the Godzilla roar. I don't know yet. I might do We'll see. We'll see. I'll have to find a soundboard first. I do feel like a soundboard would help spice up the streams anyway. I mean, as you can all see, I have been updating like the streams consistently, you know? Like I want the stream to, because I'm like a perfectionist, and it's like, if I can make it look good, why doesn't it look good? And that's what I keep telling myself. There's like wrong on my old streaming setup. There's like nothing inherently wrong with it. I just knew I could do better. So I was like, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna add some stuff. And I'm still not done adding like upgrades to like the stream and all that. Put a guest button website where the stream has been going, and I might publish it. Hey, guess the button website. What's that? I guess like, do you have like a button on there that you just kind of guess what it does, or like what? Or is it like a button you get to guess where like the button's from? I don't know why I'm not copying and pasting this. This would be a lot easier to do if I was copying and pasting the drawing. Oh. You know what? I changed my goal. My goal is to reach 1,000 subs before GTA 6 comes out. So that way I can say I reached 1,000 subs before GTA 6 came out. I had to do it. I had to get 1,000 subs before GTA 6 comes out. It's the only way. I just think it'd be funny for me to say, yeah, I got 1,000 subs before GTA 6 came out. I don't know. I kind of want to do that. Yeah, GTA 6 coming out in 2029. But yeah, blah. I'm using Storyboard Pro. Storyboard Pro is what I'm using. And like Sugar said, it's $87 a month. It's never, yeah, code's right. It's never coming out. GTA 6 is forever never. It's forever gonna be coming soon. So, blah. I will say this: when it comes to what I'm doing here in Photoshop, you can not Photoshop in Storyboard Pro, you can easily do in Photoshop. I would say, if you want like a digital thing, but this is for storyboarding. And honestly, with storyboards, you don't even need this. You can Where is it? You can use this. Before tablets and everything, storyboards were done on paper and sticky notes. So you want to, learn how to storyboard and all that. All you really need is, just paper. Storyboard is, I would say, is way more approachable with paper than animation is. I feel like with animation, paper, it's still kind of like, well, it's still kind of like you need a certain kind of paper and you need a light. I mean, you don't need a light table. You'd want to have a light table. It's other things that goes with animation, But storyboard, I feel like all you really need is like just paper. So if you do want a storyboard, I recommend something like that. But if you just want something to draw on digitally, that also then I guess you would need something like. I'm copying and pasting the body. I ain't drawing this again. I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna. Let me. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this. Duplicate this layer. I'm going to take this. He's a demon. I want the way that. I want the way that settles there. Alright, let's do this. Add the body. Wolf. Alright, put an F there. Do you want to know what my goal to do is before? What is it? Make my own clone of Dalai Lama. Wait, Dalai Lama? I mean, not Dalai Lama. Dalai Mini. What's a Dalai Mini? That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Dalai Mini. I mean, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you just? Oh, I missed this. Sorry, I missed this. Do I ever draw people's OCs? I do commissions. Yeah, the server's always open. The description is the bottom below. The link's always there. What was I saying? Yeah, I draw people's OCs. It depends. It very much does depend. Like, if someone pays me to, obviously they pay me to, I draw it. But like, I typically don't draw people's OCs just because, unless I'm doing a stream. Or I'm like, okay, everybody, send me your OCs. I'll draw everybody's OCs, like for a charity or something like that. There have been times in the past where I've drawn people's OCs, like just for fun. If you want me to draw your OC, literally just keep notifications on, because every now and then I do a stream where it's kind of like, hey, I'm drawing people's OCs, send me your OCs in the Discord below, blah blah this and that. So it does happen. You just gotta make sure you're there when I do it. We have 131. Hey, you love to see it. Those 100 subs. Hey, as creatives, we should always strive to get make our art, or whatever we do. You never know. You might be the next Liam, whatever the guy's last name was. I forgot his last name already. I'm terrible with last names. I'm terrible with first names. I'm actually kind of surprised I remembered his first name. Wait, who was it that said they were working on a 30-minute animated short? Who said that? Who was that? Raise your hand. Tell on yourself. I want to know who. I forgot who said that. Who said they were working on a 30-minute animated? I meant to comment on that, but I got sidetracked. You want to draw my? See, I'll post it on my channel. Or you have a community page. I'll post it. I do have a community page. I need to open up the community page to the actual community. I haven't bothered to do it yet because I didn't think anyone would post on it, because I don't think I have enough followers yet to justify community page. Yeah, Liam Vickers. Who is fishing to this music? Like, genuinely, who's sitting there oh, I'm like, I get fishing supposed to be peaceful, but this is too peaceful. I would fall asleep. Do do do. I can copy a lot of this. I can copy all of this actually. Key thing to storyboarding, people. Copy and paste as much as you can. I don't think is Apex a game where you shoot people. I don't know if that's like a peaceful game to play. Yeah, I'll open up the community. I'll see what I have to do to open a community to people. I do remember seeing. Can I do it right now? Let me see if I can just do it right now. I'm pretty sure I saw a setting that said I could do it, and I just didn't bother clicking on it. We're doing things in real time, everybody! Woo! Every streamer does something in real time because that's what professionals do. They figure out things on the fly. What is it? Content? Not community. Is it settings? Community moderation. Is this it? Viewer posts on. You need to be subscribed for at least a week for it to work. Okay. Viewer post. Oh, that's actually a good idea. People who don't have Discord. I like the way you think, Code. I like that. So yeah, viewers. I'll have basic moderation on. Your basic moderation. Subscribers can only subscribers can post. You need to be subscribed for at least a week. And save. There we go. The channel, the community is now open. To, you know when I say it out loud. That should have been the case from the very beginning. Point is, it's open now. Well, now that I know that, I might have to change. It feel wrong to exclude the YouTube from like the poll. So I'll have to think about how I'm gonna do this now because I don't want to exclude like the YouTube side of the poll for like the 1,000 like subscriber achievement. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking about how I want to tackle this. You know what I might do? I know earlier in the stream I said I don't do reaction videos, and I still don't. But what I think I might do is have like discussions of like recent indie animations that I've seen recently, or ones that the viewers like recommend to me. Like, hey, check out this indie animation, something like that, or like this this pilot, something like that. I'll watch it. And I can then like discuss or have like because I like the discussion I had with like the Digital Circus episode 7 when that came out. I like that having like the discussion with like all those people. That was fun in my opinion. Like, you know, theory crafting and talking about this and that. I want to do more of that, but it feels kind of like Digital Circus is it's so huge. That's why I was able to do that. I kind of want to be able to do that with like smaller indie series. But I don't want to critique it though. That's the one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to critique because it's not my job to critique. Like who am I to critique someone else's? You know, where's my animated pilot at? Nowhere. How the hell I'm gonna go on the internet and judge someone else's? I don't have the qualifications. But I do want to like discuss it, talk about it. Maybe say like some things that I feel like. You know, kind of like break it down. Oh, how they did this, how they did that. You know, I don't know yet. I don't know. I do know. I do want to have more discussions about indie animation. I do feel like indie animation is very important. I'm not just saying that because like most of the hit animated shows right now are all indie animated. I do think Like a Daisy is going to be the next big one. I've actually had the honor of being at a presentation where the Like a Daisy, some of the higher ups of Like a Daisy were like doing like a virtual, I guess, lecture, a virtual lecture. They came to my my school to talk about what's it like to like run an Indian animation. I think I have the notes. I don't have it on me right now. It's probably in my living room. But I had like the notes of that I took from like listening to them present. I have not controversial take. I have not seen the Like a Daisy pilot yet. I've not seen it yet. Maybe that'll be the next thing I watch. I do like that Glitch is taking on more 2D indie animation. They have Lackadaisy, they have Knights of Guinevere. I mean, they have a new show. It's not 3D, but it's I mean not 2D, it's 3D. Gaslight District. I don't know. Glitch is kind of hitting right now. Like let's keep it a buck 50. How many people here are watching new animated shows from either Paramount, Disney, or Warner Bros? Hell, I even count Netflix. Has anyone watched anything new animated series wise from any of these studios? I'll be honest with you. I love Kip. I think Kip is funny as hell. Kip's on Disney Plus or Disney. I think it was kind of slandered. It was heavily slandered. Primos is pretty fun. I like Primos. I feel like it got kind of it came out during a time where people were just hating on women creators and all that. So, but I watched the show. It actually is pretty funny. Um, I think Nickelodeon is a new show. I have not seen it yet. And the art style is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty dope. Cartoon Network, nothing. I can't think of anything Cartoon Network has coming out right now that's like new. The chat's not delayed. I'm reading your chat right now as it pops up. It's not delayed. But out of those studios, I don't like Netflix. I don't know. I don't know any. I can't name you a single Netflix show that's animated that I watched. It's a little delayed. It's on ultra low latency. That shouldn't be the case. I don't know. Make sure it's like sometimes YouTube buffers. Make sure it says I'm live and not like a couple of seconds below or whatever. But even like the Cuphead show, I have not watched Netflix animated cartoon series since the Cuphead show. This. This. The Cuphead show was similar. I was kind of upset that it ended. But other than the Cuphead show, like, what does Netflix have coming out? What does Cartoon Network have coming out? Like, Cartoon Network has like what? Oh, the wonderful, basically World of Gumball. That's, I mean, the wonderful wacky World of Gumball, or the wonderful World of Gumball. The new Gumball. That's on Hulu. That's on Disney Plus. That's not on. That's not on Max. It's not on anything. Warner Bros. Owns. The Cuphead show ended a long time ago. You late. You late on that one. But it's just kind of. I don't know. I feel like there's nothing. I truly do feel like there's nothing. I kind of, which I should say this. The reason why Disney, Warner Bros, Paramount, reason why they're not making any new. All right, I feel like Disney is the only one that still has working shows. You know, like for example, if I were to tell you to name 5 Cartoon Network shows right now, could you do it? That are still going on, that have current seasons. You couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know what the. I don't. Wait, what is Cartoon? I can't think of anything. I genuinely can't think of anything. Other than Adult Swim, I can't think of anything. Cartoon Network's being carried heavily by Adult Swim, by the way. Carried heavily. Heavily. Teen Titans Go, get that, man, get that. Get that out of here. Goddamn. First of all, that's cap. Because Cartoon Network is not the same as Warner Bros. They're not the same studio. They're not. Crazy Creek ended. Yeah, Crazy Creek is over. Yeah, it ended already. Fiona and Cake, that is Cartoon Network Studios, but that's not Cartoon Network itself. That's Adult. I would count that as Adult Swim. It's not on Adult Swim. It's on Max, but you get what I mean. Like, there's no general audience animated shows that they're making right now that's kind of like, other than Gumball. But again, that's not on their platform. Which is crazy. I grew up a Cartoon Network kid, I mean, right now, they're working on what? A Powerpuff Girls reboot. They're working on a Foster Home for Imaginary Friends reboot, but that one's for like preschoolers. They're working on, I think, a regular show revival. They're working on, I don't know. I think they're also working on another Adventure Time spinoff. I don't know. Yes, they were booting Powerpuff Girls. They were booting Powerpuff Girls. Everything Cartoon Network is doing has already been done before. That's why I can kind of say Disney's kind of up right now. For animated TV shows, Disney's up. You got Kip, you got Big City Greens, you got Primos, which I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna continue. Because Disney canceled one of their animated. I've never seen a Disney show get canceled before. Never seen it. I never seen it. Like, that is crazy to me. I feel like they kind of hold the show. The show is called Haley's on It. I feel like they kind of hold it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the show was done dirty. But what else is there besides hate? I think that's it. Kip, Big City Greens, Primos. I think that's it for their animated, ongoing, current running TV shows. Owl House was canceled. All right, Owl House is kind of weird. I don't know if it was canceled or if it was just the final season was rushed. 'Cause, you know, it was, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was canceled because Disney was kind of like, hey, you're getting, hey, like, we want to seem supportive of like LGBT, but you're a little too LGBT. That's why I feel like that's why they would have canceled it. You know, Disney at the end of the day is a business, and corporations don't care about you. They don't. They really. I mean, we all know that, but we all know corporations do not care about you. So the moment they're like, "Hey, you're costing us money" or whatever, they're like, "Oh, whatever, goodbye," you know. Yeah, so I would say Owl House was hoed. Owl House was hoed. Song Adventure OST is so good. Oh my god. So good. Is Moon Girl? Oh yeah, Moon. They hold Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. They hold them. The show's canceled. It's canceled. It's canceled, by the way. Yo. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. They hold the show. They hold it. They hold yo. Yeah, it's canceled. They canceled Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Bro, that show had so much. That show had swag. There was literally no other show that had the stylistic type of. Let me look this up. Look this up right now. This is crazy work. This is crazy work. What's it called? I said, yeah. The show, yeah. It ended this year. It ended March of this year. This year was its final season. They hold it, bro. They hold it. I was like, Disney, this is a gold mine. Why would you get rid of it? First of all, it's Marvel Comics. You can have any Marvel superhero you want in this show as like a guest star. Like, remember when they had that trash ass, what's it called? That trash ass Ultimate Spider-Man show where Peter Parker would pause the camera and talk to us for whatever reason, break like the fourth wall. Where he was played by Josh Peck. That trash ass Spider-Man iteration. They could have did the same thing. Could have did the same thing with this show. We're not the fourth wall breaking stuff. But they had multiple Marvel heroes come and join Spider-Man. We could have had Captain America. That show was free advertising for the MCU. You could have had superheroes come in there to guest star. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Not Amazing Friends. No, not the kiddie one. The Ultimate Spider-Man, the one where he's like played by like not Josh Peck, Drake Bell. He's played by Drake Bell, where he like stops and like talks to the camera, and like for some reason he's like Deadpool in that show, the way he's characterized. I'm like, bro, You could have had. I mean, they had Sam Wilson's Captain America pop up, but bro, you could have had so much more. You could have had so much more. That show had that show had swag to it, bro. Like I'm like, yo, this right here, this show's hitting, and they canceled it. That show should have had. That's one of those shows that you give infinite seasons to. I don't care what no one says. You give a show like that infinite seasons. So yes, blah. They're fumbling the goddamn. They're fumbling the bag. I've never seen a bag fumbled like this in my entire life. Bags being fumbled, dropped. I would say discarded even. It's like they treat the bag like a bag full of unwanted puppies over a river, and they just drop it. They throw it away. What are you doing? It's evil. I don't know why they do it, bro. I think they genuinely just hate money. Oh, it's not meeting our ratings or whatever like that. Bro, I don't give a damn. Give it time. I feel like in the streaming space we have right now. Well, actually, I don't feel this way. This is what it is. This is the truth. Streaming has ruined television. Let me explain this. Streaming has ruined television. There is an interview. Look this up. Look this up. There's an interview out there. I watched it today. Oh, I see it, Code. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all this stuff. Appreciate you coming to the stream. Everyone comes to the stream. I always thank them. Thank you so much. But there's an interview of a director who made a show for Netflix, and one of the notes that were given to them was like, "Hey, this show is not second screen enough." So you're probably wondering, what does that mean? Second screen. Let's explain what your second screen is. Netflix wants their shows to be something you could watch in the background. When they say second screen, they literally mean second screen. They want their viewers to be on their phone as they watch the show. They want the viewers to be like this. So that's Netflix. A lot of their shows don't have a lot of crazy plots, or like there's a lot of like moments where there's kind of like pauses in between or filler like spots and all that, or things kind of drag out. It's because they want. I don't know why, Pope. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why. Probably just so they can stay longer on the platform. You know, they want you dumb, mindless, and brainless when you watch stuff, so that way you keep consuming and watching and watching and watching. How many people do you know out there who watch shows with their phones in their hands and then miss the entire thing so they can rewind back? It's stupid. Put your goddamn phone down. Watch the show. Yeah, but people do it all the time though. So Netflix makes their television shows, their movies, with the second screen mindset in mind. Which I'm like, that's crazy. But I don't think they're the only ones doing that. For example, it used to be a show came out, you watched it, everyone liked it, and then next week, show came out at the exact same time, rinse and repeat. You got time to talk about a show. Episodes actually mattered. But since everything's coming out all at once, an episode doesn't matter anymore. A season matters. Seasons when I was a kid were like 20 plus episodes long, 30 episodes long. Now seasons are like 10 episodes. We get 10 episodes a season. That's crazy to me. I remember when I first was like, yo, why is this season only 10 episodes? And then every show after that was like 10, 8, 10, 11, 8, 10. And I'm like, yo, what happened to my 30 episode long seasons? Like, they're making less for they're making less content while also upping the price. The streaming platforms altogether now is way more expensive than cable ever was. So they're upping the price, giving you less content, and the content they give you is mediocre at best. Streaming has ruined television. It just has. You can't get a show like Breaking Bad with streaming. You can't. One, episodes like the seasons are condensed like hell. Two, you can't have that episode like, oh my god, it's crazy. Wait till the next episode. No, because it's all baked up it's like at the same time. You don't have that time to like breathe and take in that. I mean, there are certain streaming platforms that do release one episode a week, but it's not consistent. Some people are so used to like doing that or streaming an entire show, they'll wait for a whole season to end to stream it. To like just consume the entire season in one go. It's crazy to me. I remember going to school and everyone talking about the latest episode of Breaking Bad, or like, hey, you see the episode of Adventure Time last night? Oh, you see the episode of Naruto? Hey, you seen the episode of so and so? Blah 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 blah. You talked about it, but now it's kind of like forever. Like, what's the show that came out like all at once? The Cuphead show. Cuphead show, amazing show. I cannot tell you which episode is my favorite episode. Like the way I can like list you banger after banger after banger episode like SpongeBob when I was a kid. I can't do the same with the Cuphead show. Can't do it. Can't do it because it all kind of blends together. I don't know what episode was like which episode. I don't know like when was what. I don't know. It's like it all came out at the same time. I kind of binged the whole thing. So yeah, I feel like also while you're doing that, usually when people binge something, you don't go back to back binges, you know? So it's not like, oh, you can watch an episode of this show, and oh, this is coming up next, I'll watch this next. You don't really explore television. You don't explore the creative space. You don't with the newest episode of this came out, but this is also on. I'll watch this too. Oh, I haven't seen this yet, we watch this. Because streaming, you watch an entire season and you're satisfied, so you don't watch anything else. Streaming was a mistake. Streaming was a goddamn mistake. But that's why I started going back to physical media. That's why I started to, what's it called? I started to buy more physical media. I started buying more DVDs, more Blu-rays. I don't binge entire shows anymore. I watch a couple episodes and I call it a day. I watch like 2 or 3 episodes. I call it a day. And I'll come back some other time to watch the rest, like some more episodes. I don't want to watch it all at once. When I do, it just all blends together. Like, for example, I found that when I listen to the radio, I give more artists a chance than when I stream music. If I stream music, I'm streaming what I already like. But the radio, I have no control of what they put on. So I'm trying to do something like these older tactics and all that. Like, for example, when I had Hulu, I paid for Hulu TV just so I could watch new stuff. For example, I wouldn't have known The Primos was a pretty good show if I didn't have Hulu TV. So I was not going to watch The Primos just because it was on Disney Plus. I watched The Primos because it was on after Kip, and I like Kip, and I was like, oh, I'll watch Primos. It's already on. Why not? That's how it's supposed to work. And now I'm like, oh, I like The Primos. The Primos is a pretty funny show. I know that now because I gave it a chance, which never would have happened if I just watched Kip on Disney Plus exclusively, and that was it. So I like streaming it's a blessing and a curse, because man, I'm gonna lie to you, we are missing out on so much good content. There's probably so many shows out there right now on streaming that are amazing that none of us have ever seen or may never see, or already removed from Netflix, Max, Disney Plus, or Paramount Plus. Like, there are so many things we probably are missing right now because, like, you know, because when the villain says something everyone is going crazy for. I like The Primos before that. I will say that I was actually before. Actually, my timeline might be wrong. I might have liked The Primos after that. Infinity Train. I never watched Infinity Train. I'll be honest, never watched it. But that's also because I didn't have cable. I guarantee you, if I had cable, I would have watched Infinity Train. Like OKKO, that show got hoed. They hold the hell out of OKKO. And I liked OKKO. I like that show. OKKO, we find you here. You are my best friend. Let's be heroes. OKKO, let's start the show. I like that. Good opening song too. You can tell the creator is actually a fan of not just animation, but a fan of Cartoon Network as a whole. You miss? I miss OKKO too. I'm gonna lie to you, I miss it too. They hold the hell out of it. That's the one thing about working in the animation industry, is that you can be hoed at any moment. You can be sitting there chilling, having a great time. Boom, now you're hoed. For what? Nobody knows. You could have a show with a dedicated. They hold Mau Mau. Yeah, that too. They hold the hell out of Mau Mau. I love Mau Mau. It was so funny. I cut up to watching Mau Mau on HBO Max when it was still called HBO Max. I watched season 1, season 2, and I was like, oh, this is a really good show. When's season 3 coming out? That week it was announced it was canceled. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Justice for Mau Mau, for real, for real. What was another show that was kind of like done dirty? Harvey Beaks on Nickelodeon. Every show on Nickelodeon got hoed, to be honest with you. If you're not the yellow sponge, you're getting hoed on Nickelodeon. That's why I hope that like this new show that comes out, or the one that's already out right now. Actually, you know what? I'm tired of saying the new show. Let me see what it is. Learn the actual name of the show. They hoed the hell out of TMNT Rise, bro. Yes, they did. Yup. Yup. New Nick show. All right, this is from 8 hours ago. 4 actors who have appeared in the past Marvel projects will be returning for Spider-Noir. 2026 live-action Spider-Verse TV show confirmed to include 4 Marvel actors. I don't know. Nickelodeon keeps trying to push Avatar, bro. I don't care about Avatar. All right, leave me alone about Avatar. Wide Pack. Wild Pack? That was called Wild Pack? Making a new Dora movie. It's a different girl this time. It's not the same girl from last time. Henry Danger the movie, bro. I'll be honest with you. Who the hell is watching these live action Nickelodeon shows? Dead ass. I'm so serious. I need to know which individuals, which party members are out here saying like, "Oh my, the Henry Danger movie"? Who's doing it? Come on, let me be honest. Who's doing it? It ain't me. I know it ain't you. So who's watching this stuff? Oh, let's see here. The Smurfs was on Nickelodeon. What the hell is the Adventures of Paddington? They had a Paddington the Bear show? Nickelodeon? I did not know that. Out of like the 3 shows growing up as a kid, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel, Nickelodeon was my least watched one. I know they get that Rugrats reboot. I know they get the new TMNT show. I have a feeling they're about to hoe them. I have a feel it's in my gut they're about to hoe the hell out of them. Alex Chipmunks reboot was old though. Like it's I would consider that to be older now. You know. Also, they don't really own Alvin and Chipmunks. It's kind of like this. They might own it. Actually, I don't know. They might own it. But that's kind of like, you know, it's not like it's not their IP. What I'm saying is, I want like the Nickelodeon Animation Studios, like I want their original IP. Like, what did they like? You know, what are they making? Yeah, this show, Wide Pack came out in June of this year, June the 6th. This is my 3rd time talking about this show, and I've still not seen a single episode. And I don't know where the hell I would go to watch it. Cause I'm not downloading Paramount Plus. I refuse to download Paramount Plus. There's a new Disney show called Super Duper Bunny League. I feel like that's the same. It's like the equivalent of Paw Patrol. I feel like that's like a little kid show. Is Paw Patrol Nickelodeon? I think it is Nickelodeon. Paw Patrol. Rock, scissors, paper. I have not I can't speak right now. I have not watched Rock, scissors, paper. I don't know if it's good or not. It might be. Never seen it before. A warning. I think I've ever seen like the. I heard a warning that it might. I heard them. They had like. I stopped stuttering for a second. Jesus Christ. They had a warning where it was kind of like this episode might be scarier for some viewers or something like that. Which is like, bro, it's a kids channel. I'm sorry that you're a grown man or a grown woman, you know, watching a children's channel. I'm sorry to let you know, but you should. Hey, buddy, you can watch cartoons and pay taxes. They don't complain that the cartoon is still appealing to the audience that it's made for. You know, complaining about that gives me you don't pay taxes energy. You know me. Oh, why? They gotta remind us. Why? Because the audience still doesn't know how to do multiplication yet. Ever think about that, buddy? Kids today are so soft. Kids today are so... Bro, I always find it so funny that kids today are so soft. Kids today are so soft. And are the same people who sit there and say, yeah, I was traumatized by Curse the Cowardly Dog, or I was traumatized by this episode of SpongeBob. I was traumatized. Like, bro, do you not hear you got in the same breath of you saying you were traumatized, you're saying kids today are so soft. Like, it's stupid. It's ridiculous. Why is he so damn buff? I thought about that. I thought about that. Why is he so damn buff? I have the answers. I'm the one who made him. Back then we used to return exactly. We had returned the slab. Weren't you crying about returning the slab as a child? As a kid? I'm alive. Courage the Cowardly Dog was one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows. And every Return to the Slab episode, I'd watch it and be terrified every single time. But it never traumatized. Maybe it did. I don't think it traumatized me. I don't think it did. I don't have any I don't remember being like, oh, but I do know I was scared of it. But like, it's a cartoon. All right. And people want to warn their kids. First of all, you should be happy. Kids are watching Nickelodeon anyway. You should be happy kids are watching Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or Disney Channel or whatever. You should be happy kids are watching it, because most kids nowadays are watching YouTubers and streamers who are horrible influences for them. It just it's ridiculous. Little Timmy out here is being taught how to be a man by like the most misogynistic piece of shit on the planet, and you're worried about Wide Park giving a content warning. Like, come on now. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get you. I think after this panel, I'm gonna end the stream. I think this might be it right here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I have a little cousin. Yeah, 221 subscribers. You'll have to see it. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, we celebrate 221. We have pretty sure it was Blah that's subbed. Yeah, I have a little cousin who watches TikToks and watches, like, you know, first of all, a child on TikTok scares the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It'll probably update after the stream. But this is my live what's it called, my live counter. Yeah. A child being on TikTok scares the because to me, I know what goes on TikTok. I'm like, you know, I grew up in an age where the internet was still relatively new, and I'm young enough to know the dangers of the internet, and also knowing how it works, you know. So I'll go on like her phone and all that, and I know how to do it, because like I know what you look at. I know how it works. I'm not like your mama. I'm not old. I know what to look for, you know. This means screen recordings of him watching TikTok on his TV. It scares me, bro. It scares the hell out of me. Of a children TikTok. It just scares me so goddamn much. Yeah, it's all generated AI, like cringe or like sketchy stuff. Like, we all remember how bad the content farms were before. We all remember how bad those were, you know? How bad the Elsa Gate stuff was, or the Digital Circus bootleg animations and all that. We all know how bad that is. Generative AI has made that 10 times worse. 10 times worse. It is just, it's nothing but slop and just like uncreative bastardization of like of art. And I hate to sound pretentious, but it's kind of like, yo, this shit ain't good. It don't look good. There are people on TikTok right now catfishing, pooping and farting. Oh my gosh, that's grooming. That's actual grooming. They're trying to groom him to like that stuff. It's crazy. Like, I will admit, when I was a kid, I literally was growing up in the age where technology was just becoming as big as it, as it currently is, I grew up in an age where, okay, technology is still new, but like we're figuring things out. And there was dangers on there. There was always dangers on the internet, But I feel like what's on the internet now is too easy to be like what it is. Like, certain countries are just straight up banning children from the internet. Like, straight up. They're like, all right, children are banned from social media. Which, to be honest, is a good thing. As someone who grew up in the age of social media being banned for kids is not a bad thing. What social media did to a lot of Gen Z is like, it's disgusting. Like these CEOs should face criminal charges as to what they did to like a whole generation of people. Stream's going great. We got 221 subscribers now. But yeah, like whether it's Roblox, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok's the worst out of all of them. It's just, also it's been like shown that TikTok actively makes you stupider. I sound like a wine mom, I sound like a wine. Well, I don't want to sound like this, but it's like, it's hard for me not to when I can see the data, Like, I think I saw a study that the human attention span has shrunken down to such a level that like we're only slightly above goldfish. I'm not exaggerating. We are slightly above goldfish in attention span. So do you agree that verification limits should be enforced? No. Here's why. They're not doing it for the kids. They're not. They're doing it to collect more of your data. These companies are not. If they cared about protecting kids, they would have listened to every single YouTuber, every TikToker, every person on Instagram, all these quote unquote influencers who came out years ago, say, hey, here's this problem. What are you going to do about it? And it wasn't until the government, who do we trust the government with our data and stuff like that? No. Why? Because they keep selling it to people. They keep selling it to tech CEOs in Silicon Valley. So it's kind of like they didn't do nothing until the government says, hey, we can make $1 off of this. And then, okay. Poco, I'm about to really blow your mind. Parents have not been responsible for their kids since I was a kid. People think parents nowadays are bad, bro. It's been the same when I was a kid. It's been the same, cause I grew up in the era of the YouTube family, you know, of the moms focusing on their Facebook groups, on the dads who does, you know, actually I think the dads are getting worse because you know the whole manosphere thing, but like parenting has gotten worse, but it's always been this bad. It's always been this bad. It was back when they were calling network TVs and being like, hey, why is this show allowed on TV? My kid watched this. Why the hell aren't you watching your son, lady? Why is making my son a sissy? Well, why are you letting him watch it then? And also, why are you homophobic? So it's like, it's always been a thing. It's just more prevalent now because there's more ways for parents to distract themselves other than, you know, television or their own little personal groups, you know. The social media has destroyed society. Let's be honest here. It's destroyed society. There are days now. Well, I just straight up won't interact with internet at all. I'll be like, you know what? I'm done with the internet for today. It's gotten that bad. Everyone's always trying to sell you something. Everyone's always trying to make $1 off of you. People always try to trick and scam you and steal from you, or take your attention away, or waste your time. Nothing on the internet is genuine anymore. There's nothing is genuine anymore. It's all for a profit. It's all for some kind of agenda. It's always something. You can't just go on the internet and have a good old time. It's literally always something trying to take advantage of you. You can't just exist on the internet. You can't do it. There always is some force, something out there that is constantly trying to take your attention, your time, your money, something. Like, remember when we were like younger, and the most we did like on the internet as a kids was coolmathgames.com or maxgames.com or cartoonnetwork.com, nickelodeon.com. Where we went, it was a space for children. Those don't exist anymore. You know? Instagram was like just a place to post pictures with your friends. Now it's monetizable. Now it's, you know, you scroll through, oh, here's a meme that's misogynistic as hell, or here's a meme about something terrible happened over here, or someone's being racist here, or someone's being anti-Semitic here, or somebody's being Islamophobic here. It's just pure disgustingness. Yeah. On Instagram, it's awful. Someone posts a video on there, and people just go in the comments roasting them. TikTok, people roasting them. Also, people are just meaner than. Do you realize how much meaner everyone is on the internet nowadays? Everyone's just meaner. Like, everyone's trying to get a joke off. Everyone's trying to be the funny guy. Everyone wants to be like, oh, I can't believe you done said that. Oh, like, everyone's just more cynical and meaner on the internet. Like, I used to love Twitter. Twitter was my favorite social media platform. I deleted my Twitter like a year or something ago. All right, I think it's like 2 years at this point. Because it was just race. It was just racism and racism and racism. Everything I saw was just like about why black people ain't worth a damn. And it's like, yo, what the hell? Oh, it's free speech. Shut the hell up, Eustace, you ignorant bastard. Like, it's because everything is monetizable now. Attention's monetized. See, I would say that, blah, if it wasn't for the fact these people are bringing it into real life. People are bringing real life internet comments into real life scenarios. You know? It used to be only on the internet. Now it's literally happening in real life. Like a couple years ago, if you would have said that the white replacement theory, that white nationalist weird ass conspiracy theory that white people were being replaced in America, if you would have said that a couple years ago, you was sounding crazy as hell. That's like an internet, you know, conspiracy theory rabbit hole. Now the president and other people are saying it. It's like it's all past the internet. It's all past the internet. It's all real life now. Everyone's meaner. Everyone's ruder. Everyone's trying to make like a dollar off of you. Like, could you imagine? Think about this. Tomorrow, one of us could walk outside tomorrow, go to a store, go to a movie or something, and now we're in somebody's live stream and they're bothering us. Some kick streams coming up to us and like they're harassing us because their audience is a bunch of douchebags. Oh, look it up. I'll be honest with you, look it up. You have to look it up. It's kind of in the name. To be honest with you, it's kind of in the name. But you have to look that one up. But it is just like the internet has ruined society. And like, bro, like, who knew the place where you can post? You know, like, how we go from a cat Pop-Tart shitting out a rainbow, going to this. It's crazy. Crazy work. I don't recognize the internet anymore. First of all, the dark web is gone. I mean, it's still there, but the dark web is just Twitter. The dark web is just Twitter. That's what it is. Anything you could possibly find in the dark web, it's all on Twitter now. I remember as a kid being like, "Oh, the dark web, the dark web, the dark web." No, it's just Twitter. Just... Elon Musk, literally the other day, literally went on his platform and was talking about disbanding the EU. Why is some rich guy talking about using his social media platform to push propaganda to destroy the EU? First of all, I don't like the EU. I don't like the EU. I don't. All right. I don't like Europe. But like, their reasons for wanting to like disband the EU is so Russia can conquer it. It's like we live in crazy times. We live in some crazy ass times. Could just be in the background of a video. People will be so trash. Yeah. You could be literally. Let's pretend you're at the gym, right? You're at the gym, and you're working out. Let's say you're overweight. And you're working at the gym, right? Some random person is just recording you, and then pinning you on their whatever, their Instagram, their TikTok. People come as roasting you, talking shit about you. Oh, look at this big guy. Like, bro, like what? They're at the gym. What? Damn you do, damn you don't. Or let's say you're brave enough You put your face on the internet, because again, putting your face on the internet nowadays is crazy work. Everyone does it, but it's still crazy work. Because you're opening yourself to so many attacks. You just are. Anyone can be like it's crazy how like things just are. Hold on, twin. We're talking. I'm crashing out right now. Okay, we're having a crash out moment. The pick trend. What's the pick trend? Is that a new trend, or is that like the pick me trend, where it's a whole bunch of pick me's? Crash out because the internet has ruined society. The market things, bro. The internet has ruined. First of all, gambling used to be illegal in certain states. I meant the ick trend. Like, oh, I guess I mean the ick. It's always been a thing, though. You know, ick thing has been a thing for a long time. They just kind of reword it, you know. Or ick is just like, oh, red flags, or like, you know, whatever people want to come up with like for that goddamn month. But everything's cooked. Yeah, Roblox, what's it called again? Roblox? Yeah, Roblox wants to introduce gambling. I forgot what it was called for a second. I'm like, what am I trying to say? I forgot what it was called. But but it's just like bro, like the pick trend. People, there was that whole NBA thing where people in the NBA were busted for like faking injuries or like rigging gambling. Like gambling has gotten so out of control. People are on Twitch right now, just gambling, on Kick, gambling. And gambling's everywhere, you know? Yeah, I said it. But it's just like, bro, it's crazy. Everything is gambling now. Everything is gambling. Like, you could do a pick trend right now of like, yeah, let's go gambling. You know, it's just like there are entire Twitch streamers who are just sponsored to do online gambling. I mean, there's that one guy, one Twitch streamer. I think he's Twitch. It might be Kick. I forgot which one. Might be both. But like, he like lost his entire family's earnings, or like their entire family's savings gambling on Twitch. Like, everything has to be for profit now. Remember Pokemon cards? Remember when you used to like buy a pack of Pokemon cards for $5, and that would be it. That'd be it for the whole goddamn day. Now Pokemon cards, you gotta fight like a 47-year-old man and his 7 other chins to get one pack. Come on now. These people couldn't name you a single goddamn Pokemon past Gen fucking 1. But you gotta fight them for Pokemon cards? Come on now. Shut up, Poco. Oh, thank you, ASAJ time. You know why we keep while we're currently dealing with all these issues. Not to get political or anything, but we're dealing with all these issues because everyone in power was born before the goddamn 70s. These people were born at the time MLK was still forced to drink at a separate water fountain. Why the hell are they still in power? Why are they still there? Get these old fossils out of goddamn government, because they are so slow behind current day issues. I don't know if any of them even know what the hell Instagram even is. They probably think it's a goddamn breakfast cereal. Oh my god. I can't. This music fits my vibe right now. This music right here. Thank you, Song Adventure, for coming through. Cause this music right here, it really showcases how I feel. What's the matter, Sonic? Everyone in Congress is old as hell. Our Supreme Court is run by fascists and old ass people who don't have any sense of values. And all they care about is the dollar or whatever party's in charge. Wow, Sonic, that's really profound of you. Amy, shut the hell up. I don't know why I did that. And Pokemon cards had no EX, GX, Mega, Terra, Unite, Tag Team, or whatever shenanigans Pokemon came up with. Hey, bro, you're speaking about before Gen. Wait, wasn't EX introduced like in Gen 4? I'm speaking facts right now. W? What do you mean? Where's he W at? Oh yeah, we're cooked. We are cooked. Hey, Amy. We should overthrow our government. In the Constitution, it says... Stop. Oh, man. I'm a silly guy. You know shit's bad when I get political. Cause I should not be getting political. I should be talking about why song's the coolest thing ever. I should be talking about our government. The government's no longer a government. It's just the government. That is literally I'm not even bullshitting. That is the best way to explain what the hell our government is right now. I'm so happy that was the final song of that playlist I just played. Finish this. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, damn layer. We got a decent amount done this stream. Yeah, we got what? We got 1, 2. We got 3 shots done. Look at that. We got 3 shots done this streak. Now it doesn't look like it's completely generated strip. Off topic, but has Plants vs Zombies Replanet ever improved the slightest ever since release? I never played it. Well, I did. I never played like the revamp or Replanet, whatever you would. They're not getting fixed because which studio is Plants vs Zombies again? Which studio is that? I forgot what the name of the studio was. I do know they don't give a damn about anything but profit. Was it? Wait, are they on my Activision now? Yeah, they're on my Activision. That shit not getting fixed, but y'all might as well find a new game to play. The moment Activision owns anything, just know it's gonna become trash pretty quick. I like the way his eyes grow. Let me get on that. I could fix that relatively. That in there. There we go. That probably looks better. That looks better. I didn't say that whole goddamn time. Jesus Christ. Wait, are we 3 minutes into this whatever you want to call it, this animatic? Oh damn! I better wrap this up. There we go. Yeah, we're almost to the part where I caught up. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. My friends keep sending me the solar flare fan art. I might die. What the hell is a solar flare? I have no clue. But that is going to be the end of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I got a little bump, a little zip forming right here. That's gonna be annoying. Actually, I want this to be the last thing we hear. Before I, you know. This will be the ending song. Shut up, Poco. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who came to the stream. I thank everyone who came through. Everyone who liked, subscribed, came and viewed, stopped by, all those things like that. I appreciate everyone who does that. We're still on our goal to 1,000 subscribers, so I don't know what else to do. No, share the streams, you know, things like that. And I will see you all next time. We'll probably be doing more storyboards. We might be doing some animation. We'll see. We will see. It really comes down to what I gotta do that day. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that came through, and I'll see you all guys next time. Goodbye. Peace.